Welcome to Prince of Persia, the Lost Crowns combat guide for you guys. This is going to be the best tutorial you're going to find throughout the YouTube universe. I'm playing the game early before release, so I just want to give a shout out and thank you to Ubisoft for letting me get access to the game, as well as partnering with them to provide the content. It's privilege and a privilege. This game has been very fun. That out of the way, enough talk. Get into it. So first and foremost, guys, I am going to go right in here to show you guys one thing. You want to go into the challenges, practice all of the moves. Almost everything I will show you will be in here as far as the beginner stuff. Advanced tips we'll get into as well, but the beginner stuff all right there. Plus you're going to get currency. I have a video about how you can use that to buy upgrades and do a bunch of cool stuff. But for now, as you can see, I have a controller here, but let's say you're playing on PC, maybe you're on Switch or Xbox, so that's fine. It's the same thing. It doesn't matter. The point is, you want to follow this tutorial guide as you go forward. Starting off in the game, you only have square to attack, so you're just going to hit enemies. And as you go, you pick up things like this bow and arrow. You pick up things like a parry, which is incredible, like this right here. You don't have this bubble. That's kind of later on in the game when you get some super cool items. But then you can do things like this where you finish someone off. Okay, this is just me talking to teach you the variable aspects that you'll start unlocking in the game. You're not going to have everything I have from the start, but you will pick them up. Okay, so secondly, you have your surges, these two items you see right here. As I press L2, it's super important to know you only get two at a time, but there's plenty of them to unlock and utilize. See, I'm going to pop one off right now just to show you what it is. And this surge right here is one of the most powerful in the game. You only get that by attacking enemies, and you're going to upgrade the meter that you see on the bottom. But since I'm in the practice, it allows me to utilize them at any time I want. That is the key, and that's the fundamental aspects of this game. All right, so that's the generalization, and now we're going to get into a couple of things. There's different ways to start up combos. There's other advanced ways to continue combos, and there's ways that you'll break your combo quick. We're going to do a quick attack button only combo to see what happens when I hit it 3 times. You'll see the enemy will fall back. That ends the combo because I can't reach him. But there are ways to extend it where I'll just dodge towards him and then attack. So we're going to teach you kind of these principles and then help you continue combos as you go forward. Even if you attack someone, like for example what I'm doing right here, just a simple method to not push him forward and then lose the combination to do things like aerial attacks and so on. So to get into it, first and foremost, 2-hit combos are better than 3 a lot of the time, because you're going to stay in the fight and you're going to keep them in the air or done. You don't want to push them away all the time unless you have to. And so, for example, I'll get them in the air. I'm going to do a little air attack real quick so you can see. 1, 2, keep him in the air, and I can continue juggling him as well. So we're going to get into that and how to do it shortly so you can see that something like this where you can juggle him endlessly if it's somebody that you're trying to finish off. Okay, this guy has endless health. I also have endless health, so we both can't die. Now, when you do get hit, you want to practice parrying, which is L2 on the PlayStation. I'm going to use the PlayStation as an example, but if I say parry, you know what button it is on your controller. If you don't, play the game a little while. You should learn it. All right, so first and foremost, triple attack will kick them back. I don't want that. What am I going to do? I'm going to change up my last attack to an air attack. And then when I get them in the air, I'm going to start doing combos. So let's get into the actual format on that. All right, so me personally, my number one simple combo to get into is a 1-2. After you do 2 attacks, you hold up and then you attack again, which will throw them up in the air like this. When you have them up in the air like that, you want to juggle them again by doing 2 or 3 attacks. When you do the 3rd attack, just like the floor, it will push them back. So you don't want to do the 3rd attack necessarily, but you can go 1, 2, and then throw them up again, and then continue an attack, and then just juggle them around. Now, one thing to note while you're doing that is that you cannot, and I mean, I cannot continue to just do the same uppercut, uppercut. The game will reduce the damage that you do if you repeat the same attack without doing something different in between. So that's why I'm telling you, 1, 2, 1, 2, up, 1, 2, up, 1, 2, up is the most basic but advanced combo where you can keep juggling them and finish them off in the air while maybe there's another enemy below you that can give you some trouble. Okay? So I'm moving on this side so that you guys can understand some of that. So attack, and then I'm gonna hold up and attack. To throw them in the air, I'm gonna attack twice, up again, and then repeat over and over and over again. Very simple combo that you can do. And it's super critical to be able to start off having some type of combos in your game. There's plenty of other type of things you can do too. For example, a sweep to the floor, right here, it already throws them in the air. So I can actually utilize that and then continue attacking him up and doing different combos like that. So sweep and then go from there. Now, the problem with pressing down and attack is that this works on small guys like this, but the big guys won't be phased. Depending on the enemy, an aerial attack or an up attack or a down attack will affect them differently. Sometimes it'll stun them, sometimes it'll make them fall over, sometimes it'll throw them in the air like this, as you can see. So you want to kind of experiment on each enemy, understanding what they do as you go forward. And we don't have a tutorial guide for each enemy. I'm just showing you principles of how to go. So down attack, for example, juggle them up and do everything I just told you, where you can create combos. Now I'm going to do a couple of quick combos. I haven't practiced this perfectly yet. The game is not even out yet, a week before it releases, but I'm going to do the aerial attack. Let's say I do my double combo attack, then I do the aerial attack. I'm going to hit him twice, 3 times, dodge towards him, and try to continue it. It's very difficult, okay? So throwing him up in the air with up and attack, then juggling and then hitting him 3 times with attacks. The 3rd time is going to push him forward. I have to go dodge forward to continue my attack. 1, 2, 3, continue my attack. And that's how you do extra combos within your combo, right? Those are some general key breakdowns. You want to slow this video down, maybe restart it over as you practice. You're going to get to this training facility very early. I have a guide on some of that stuff already, so you can check that out. But this is the generalization that I want to do as we record these. We are doing live streaming the full game experience for everybody to enjoy. So make sure you check that out as well. All right, now we're going to get into a couple of advanced moves that I really love, okay? The charge attack, let's see how that looks. The charge attack, I hold attack and I just wait for the person to get close and then I hit them with an attack. For example, right here, charged up and then he's gone. Charge attack, this not only hurts enemies, but it'll hit everybody behind them. It's a good device, a good tool, get some extra damage out there and push other enemies back as well. Very good stuff. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because I can use that in different methods. So that charge attack works when I'm in the air. See that right there? It also works when I basically holding up is going to push them up with the uppercut. Doing it down is going to slam them down. Holding it while I'm standing still will do this attack, okay? Now, for more advanced tips, I don't want to go too fast for you guys. I hope you're keeping up. We're going to go with a little bit of advanced, and I'm going to have a secondary advanced combat guide for you guys as well. But I want to talk about an ability that you can utilize. There's this ability here where I hit L1 and I'm able to move forward and I can rewind time to go back to where I was. Now, while this is good for puzzles and for just getting around and doing certain things in the game, it's also useful for combat. So let's just say I want to charge up an attack. I'm going to press L1. Let's go. Hold on a second. Let's start that over. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to charge up an attack. I'm going to press L1, hit him, and then throw my special right after, which I'm actually failing on right now, guys. I'm going to do it over. Charge it up. And let's try that one more time. Clearly, I'm not working it. Press L1, attack him, and then I can literally call it up anytime and use it again. As you can see, I'm not displaying it at its best, but it does work. See right here, perfect example. So that's a different way, and there's going to be a lot of guides on how to do these advanced moves within the combos, where you're going to set things up, throw them in the air, and then try to keep them in the air using this tactic as you go up. Do it again, come back, things like that, where you just make it look fun, fancy, interesting. Use your bow and arrow, all your abilities, everything at the same time. You could juggle these guys and have fun as you go forward. Okay, the key to this: experiment, play with it. I'm just showcasing a very few to start you off so that you can get familiar with it. I'm gonna record some more. I'm still not finished with the game. I'm about halfway or so, and I'm gonna continue it. But I wanted to stop to do the combat guide, because so far this game has been really amazing with the combat. And to end off, we're gonna talk about some of these surges here. Personally, I like to use them in combos as I go, and then just kind of continue to get a little crazy with it. Hope that I can hurt these guys right here. For example, switch over, time travel, throw them down, throw in my bow and arrows in between. Just a little bit of fun in the game. Okay, just an example of a way to play, things you can do to make the game a lot more exciting, interesting. It's all about you and the creativity you can have with the combat. Hope this was very helpful. Again, you can go check out the rest of these combos and more on my live streams as I record these now, upload these videos as we do it on the live stream. So thank you so much for tuning in. Check out the other guides that I have on the channel. Peace.